Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I thought I would film a video to my daughter who turns 4 this week. Every year I write a blog post to my children as their birthday approaches about what they're doing, what their personality's like, what they want to be when they grow up, all those kind of little things. So I thought it'd be really nice to put this in a video. So here goes. Dear beautiful girl, you turned 4 this week and it really doesn't seem like that long ago that I was holding you in my arms for the first time after your rather dramatic entrance into the world. You're confident, you're not shy, and you will tell people exactly what you think of them. For example, a little old lady came up to you in the street just before Christmas. She bent down and said, "I really love your hat." And you looked at her and you looked at me and went, "Mummy, I hate that lady's hat." To say that I wanted the world to swallow me up is a slight understatement. It was quite embarrassing. You also have a habit of pointing out when people are slightly overweight, which is also embarrassing. We've discussed this and you are starting to do it less, so that's great. Let's continue along that thread, please. You're very clever. You ask questions using really long words, which I'm always surprised that you actually know, because I'm not sure I do half the time. You ask questions. You ask questions a lot. And when I say you ask questions a lot, I do mean a lot, like all the time. Every time I ask you something, every time I tell you something, you always say, "Why?" And it's always in that tone. Why? Sometimes I don't know the answer why. Sometimes the bus might just be late because it's had to pick up other people. You'd have to ask the bus driver about that. We did have a wonderful conversation the other day where you asked why your friend wasn't there and I said, well, she got on the bus, and you said, why? I said, well, because her mummy likes to get on the bus. And you said, why? And I said, well, you'd have to ask her mummy, and you said, well, she's on the bus. Very good reasoning. Very good reasoning. Sometimes I really don't know the answer to your question, but I really love that you believe in me that I will know that answer. Keep questioning everything. It's the best way to learn, and I still question things every single day. Why am I not getting paid? All these kind of things. Why do I have to clean up your room? Questions are good to ask. Maybe I can tell where you get it from. You play beautifully, either by yourself or with others. You sit and you play games with dolls, cars, toys, anything. The other day I even found you making little voices with coat hangers. So you really have such a wonderful imagination that you just use it all the time, which is really lovely. And the games you make up are so, so beautiful. If I could just bottle that feeling of watching you playing games with anything that you have your hands on, then I would, because it's such a wonderful feeling seeing this little person just create, and I love that. Currently your favourite film is Rio 2, and if I let you, you would watch it over and over again for hours. You like to watch the same part over and over and over again, and that's the football part. And I think that even I know all the words to this now, thank you very much. You then reenact it with whatever toys you have to hand and start screeching parrot noises at me, which is nice. Yeah, I think you've maybe Rio 2'd out, but maybe you just don't know it yet. But it gives us a break from Frozen, so I'm not complaining. You're not just clever, beautiful and inquisitive. You can also belch part of the alphabet. I'm not sure I'm ever going to forgive your aunt for that one. Let's hope that one day it serves you well. I'm not sure that it will, and to be honest, I'm slightly jealous of your ability, because I can't do it. Confident, self-assured and slightly kooky, you are the perfect mixture at the moment. You don't need anyone to play with, you don't need anyone to tell you what to do. You know exactly what you want, you know exactly how to get it, and you generally do. You're wonderful. You're such a lovely little girl, and I just adore you. Tantrums are now happening less often, which is good, though you're still not very good at not getting your own way. And we might need to work on that a little bit in the future. You are very good at sharing though, and watching you share things with other children or with your brother occasionally is really, really nice. You seem to have a good sense of justice, which I like. One thing I really would like to ask you to do is to please work on the lashing out, because I think your poor brother's face could do with a break from being scratched. I think you're frustrated. You are desperate to learn to read, to write. You want to be doing the things that he's doing, and you're just not there yet. You don't seem to understand that this takes quite a lot of effort on your part, which your brother has done. He's worked hard at it, and that's why he can do it. And you will get there, I promise you will get there, and I think you'll get there pretty soon. You really do want to read. Yesterday I asked you what you want to be when you grow up, and you thought about it for a very long time. And eventually you looked back at me and you said, a master. Now I'm not entirely sure what that is. We tried to get out of you what the master was. I don't know if you've been watching Doctor Who without us, but if you have, fair play. Yeah, we weren't sure what the master was, so I said, what about if you can't be a master? And you thought about it again, for a fairly long time again, and you looked at me and went, Batman. I love that you want to be Batman when you grow up. You would make a wonderful Batman, and I'd be happy for you to save me and rescue me from any danger. That would be wonderful. You keep on doing what you're doing, little girl, because you're absolutely wonderful, and I really, really adore you. I love you. On Thursday we had a family day out planned. My husband had the day off work and we looked into what we could do